Hello, we're back online. I've been away for the week because I've been busy with other things, but we are back in Blueprints, having done the last campfire last weekend, which was fun. Very unexpected. Didn't know quite what it was going to be like, but it was most enjoyable. We're going into day 82, which is the 27th of January. It is a Thursday. Let's see what we see. I haven't managed to open the blue door yet, but I have got to the blue door. I possibly have enough information to solve the 8 nations in 8 days thing, but I need to go through my notes and the screenshots. I did find a note in one of the previous sessions that makes it look like I need to either get the antechamber or room 46 outside, which I believe is linked to one of the shrine blessings. It's the way that works. So we'll see what we see. Sleeping Mask gems are keys. I have the lockpicks, the key cards, the sleeping mask, the moon pendant. My understanding is there's one more permanent addition that I haven't unlocked yet, but I don't know what it is. I don't currently have a shrine blessing active. Look at the shrine blessings. So I believe it's the berry picker. No, monk. Now I've done the 8 out of the 8 trophies, so that should, I believe, put the armory in the possible drafting pool, which will be the last room I haven't as yet seen. I'm going to try a slightly different strategy today, and we're going to start at the back end of the house, or rather the middle of the house, and move back to see if we can open up the antechamber from here. I don't know if this is going to give me more or less options, but we'll see how we go. What have I got? I've got 2 keys and a security key. I do not have a shovel. Everything's 50% off. Apples are worth more. So a diamond is minor, diamond is major, a key in 3 steps. Had worse bonuses. Means that sledgehammer. Alright, let's set up an experiment. But first, alright, we've got a new announcement. We can help apparently. Let's hopefully get some keys. Alright, the chess puzzle rules. 9 plus 0 is 9. Which enter is multiplication. Times 9 is 81. Diamond reverse the digits is 18. Eight plus 7 is 15. Reverse the digits is 51. Plus 10 is 61. Reverse the digits is 16. Two dots. Repeat the step based on how many dots are displayed. Four squiggly lines round to the nearest 10. I wasn't sure if it was adding 6 round to 10, adding 6 round to 10, around to 20, because it would then be 16. But apparently not. Alright, so we've got another couple of keys. Sometimes a coin lurking on the floor behind there. That's nice, still need a shovel. That should trigger the experiment. So we've unlocked one door to the antechamber. The question is which one? There's a key or a coin around somewhere. Or not, because the metal detector has gone away. No one mentioned that trapdoor. I don't know if you can actually get in it or out of it. Or a little metal detector will be having a heart attack. We're up to about 80 gold apparently in that room. It never rains in Arch areas. That should unlock another door. Key codes. And the drafting studio. No gem. I think there'd be a gem in there. I never know which direction it thinks you've come in from, whether that's the direction you've come from, or whether that's the direction you're going. I also need to spend a little bit of time working out the Baron's baffler. I think that's stayed the same since I last looked at it. That, I think, is something I will do offline. Crosswords are not my bestest. There's something on, oh, there it is on the floor. That should have unlocked the last door, so it should all be open now. That's good timing. Crawl next door. What happened to my lunchbox? Did I eat it? I hope whoever my visitor is, they're having a good evening. Or good day, wherever they are. It's evening where I am. Just in case I move some water around, it's there. I can send power to it from there. Alright, heading up the back. Go way back to the utility closet, but I can get there if I need to. I can't remember what they do. That should have all been put in the conference room. Which I will collect now, in case I head back through the showroom. I really want some dice, don't I? A box with a false statement contains gems. The statement on the blue box is true. The blue box contains the gems. So if that is true, that's a lie, and that's a lie. Only if that's true and that's a lie, that is then true. So if that's true, and that is true, then the gems are here, because that's a lie. Cat on lap, that sounds like an excellent start to the day. The biggest problem with cat on the lap is it really delays my start to the day by a substantial period. Doubly so if I have coffee in hand. I don't want to open that door unless I've got some keys. So how many steps have I got? 74. I think I'm going back to the utility closet to turn on the lights in the dark room so I can go that way. So that I've got 2 chances to get to the antechamber. And next time I go through the locker room, I'll open some lockers. There was another room that had a chest in it too. Where was the other room with a chest in it? There's a silver key and a locker. There's the silver key. have dinner. We'll get a heap of steps out of that. What's the other locker? I can't remember. I don't know where the other trunk was. There, alright. Let's just way back. It's going to be through the foundation. So, how many cats do you have, Magistra? We have 2. It is winter here, and one of the little critters is currently in her little cubby in my office, curled up having a nap because the heater's on. The other one, there is no guessing what they're doing right at the moment. They're the one that gets into trouble. There's something on the floor here. Okay. I'm trying to work it out. Roughly 5. So one of them was a rescue from the 2020 bushfires. The other, and she was about 12, 13 weeks when we got her. And she has sort of kitty PTSD, for want of a better description. She's super anxious and very shy. And has kind of sort of decided that I'm an okay person, and that in the last couple of months or so, and last year, and she now gives me love and attention. 8 realms in 8 months. I do need to solve it as to what the realms are. I think I have all the information I need to do that now. So what room do I want to put in the outside? I think I want to put the antechamber there. I don't know why. Is there a different room I want to put there? And what do I want to put in the coat check? Because I could put the crown there. I have the magnifying glass, so I want to go take a picture of the last remaining stamp. The other one is let me have a quick look at my chess options. So I have the bedroom, check. I have the vault, check. Did I take the rumpus room in the end? No, I didn't. So I don't have a bishop. I do have a knight. I do have the king. I don't have the queen, so I couldn't do that even if I wanted to. Alright, so do I put the secret garden key in the coat check? Or the crown of blueprints. The other one is a little bit younger than her by a couple of months, and one day the little girl was in the front window crying, and I looked out the window and there was this little bundle of fluff visible in the middle of the street out in front of our place. So I went out and it was a kitten. Managed to corner and catch it, and we'd had a neighbour come by 3-4 days earlier saying that their kitten had escaped, and so managed to catch the little ball of fluff. had written down their address on a post-it note. They didn't have a phone number. This was in the middle of lockdown. So I walked around a couple of times during the day to knock on the door to find out if they were there, to drop off, to see if it was their kitten. And eventually, after the third stop, someone was home, talked to them, and it was like, no, we found our kitten. She was in the backyard and we got her later that same day. I was like, right, okay, so we have this random kitten. And random kitten was under 6 weeks old because they still had blue eyes. So we rang the local council animal control and they said, look, you've got two choices. You can surrender the animal to the pound, and when they're old enough, we will desex them and ship them and put them up for adoption. Or if you promise to desex them and ship them, this conversation never happened. At that age, they are most likely feral or abandoned. So it's unlikely anyone's going to come looking for it. So we hung on to them, and it turned out to be a little boy. He's named Avon, which is both a play on Avon calling and my husband is a big fan of Blake Seven, and one of the characters from that is Kurt Avon, who has the saying, there's a line in one of the episodes about I'm not expendable and I'm not going. But he's a bit of a rogue. I'm not stupid, I'm not expendable and I'm not going, I think is the line. So we have Ava, which is a little... He's gotten quite chunky, to be honest. He's a fluffy white and grey beast who I swear is feral and hasn't worked out how to do affection yet. He's only in the last couple of months or so started trying to jump on my lap every now and again. And he doesn't fit terribly well and he doesn't really know how to sit on a lap. He falls off a lot. And I swear he grows claws at the rate of bamboo. But he hates having them trimmed. So trimming his claws is a 40-minute exercise every single time that leaves me with scars. Echo, on the other hand, who is the skitty kitty, is quite chill about her having her claws trimmed generally and tends to just sit there on her back quite happily while I do them, and she's done in 5 minutes. Brilliant. All right. I have explored all I can explore for the day. I'm going to experiment with calling that a day and putting the antechamber outside. We'll see what happens. But Echo is very skitty. Yeah, they do have very, very different personalities. He's adventurous and a bit of an escapee, and when the cleaners come, I always have to put him out on the terrace on the catio because otherwise he'd be out the front door while they're doing all their stuffing. Half the time in the evenings I've got to get him back inside because he's gotten out at some point in the day when one of us has gone through the terrace door. Whereas as soon as there's strangers in the house, Echo is hiding. I spend half my time trying to find where she is in the house because she finds new hiding places all the time. She's about half the size he is. She's very little, but on occasions remarkably pushy. When she wants affection, she really wants affection. But she's all of about 3.5 kilos, a little less than, about 3.2. So she's little, but wriggly. And he's nearly 6 kilos and squirmy. I don't know what happens if I open those side doors out here. I guess we'll find out. I can open door 46 though. Whereas if people are visiting, Avon is quite content to go make friends with everyone. And he's the one that climbs into things and explores stuff all the time. So I have a vast number of photos of him sitting in things. He's the stereotypical cat in a box. I don't have a security pass today. Oh, I do have a security pass. That must have been saved by the item from the showroom. I was going to come down here yesterday and look at the stamp I hadn't seen before under the magnifying glass. I'll have to remember that. So does that open both of those doors, I wonder? But he's big and squirmy and has claws like fish hooks. And she's little and determined. Anytime they got to go to the vets, oh my God. She knows when you're approaching with intent, even if your intent is good. She knows. And it usually takes me ages to find her, and then I end up doing laps back and forth up and down the house, chasing her, trying to catch her to get her in the crate. Which just distresses her more and distresses me more, because I don't want to upset her. Okay, the armory has a black chest, black knight in it. And look at what else is in here. You can come back for that. It looks like we have the mace, the shield. The anvil doesn't seem to do anything. Alright, let's go back and check out whether I can go into room 46 in the outside version of I don't know, and I guess we'll find that out too. Is there two antechambers, or is there... because there appears to be two antechambers. But let's see whether opening the room 46 door opened the one outside, and whether room 46 is there or whether something else is there. The shrine is there. No, it isn't. Or it's some other version of the shrine. Steady as the sceptre, deadly as the stone, heavy as the crown, ready as the throne. So the stone is the stone from the shrine. The crown, will either be the blue crown from room 46 or will be the paper crown from the room with the security doors on it, the name of which escapes me for a moment, but I do know how to get the paper crown. It's just a pain in the butt to get to on occasions. Sceptre. Where does the sceptre come from? I haven't encountered a sceptre before. Ready is the throne, presumably is the throne room. And the box at the bottom is where the stone comes from, which is in the shrine. Managed to get fingerprints on my glasses, which is fabulous. They're just in really unhelpful locations. Steady as the scepter. Does that tell me where it's in? Any of those letters bolded, or it's just the typeface? I don't have a magnifying glass to look at that closer. So it looks like the same paper that some of the other letters have been on that haven't had anything extra in the surrounds. So I wonder if the clue was just to find that. I'm guessing there's nothing behind those two doors. Guess we'll find out. So close yet so far away. There are times with this game, I swear the more I find out, the less I know. Oh, a couple of chests. That's Morning Star, that open. Get the shield now if I want it. I'm guessing the outside antechamber doesn't count. Sounds like Bram is having a unhappy time in Diablo. Whatever just happened there. Yoink. We'll take those dice. I feel like if the scepter would be anywhere, it would be in here somewhere, but as far as I know, I've got all the keys. It'll probably have to be in one of the big ones at the bottom. So if I can get to the kitchen, I can have a cupcake. It's my birthday. So have I correctly set that to high security? Yep. My password. At the library. I don't know if that's more legible when it's smaller. On a big screen, that's pretty illegible. Not work out if that's supposed to be American or British date format. I'm guessing it's American, and it's the 9th of February and then the 10th of February. PM. Entrance. Have a look at the next one. Okay, that's him putting the microchip in the urn in the foyer. I wonder what she was doing in the library. Yeah, so I'd kind of worked out that map already. That's the underground map, if you follow the instructions in a new clue. So we've got 1988. Footage not found. Pretty sure there was more than just the 3 files. 1991. We've got a few here. So we have 11, 6, 1, parlour. A lot going on in the rumpus room. That replaying all the rumpus room videos from the fortune teller. I wonder, we'll find out in a minute or two. I'm just making a note of these timestamps. While we proceed. $11:30, so last time 12, 15, 3. This room. Alright, let's watch them. What have we got? Credits?
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate.
The
location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew...
Your definition of a timely manner and my definition of a timely manner are different.
...proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 8
think that's the opening scenario that you see. When you start the game. I wonder if these are all cutscenes. That's the first time you enter the security room. Which probably should have been a clue in and of itself that there was something useful in here. That's you, dude. Clock Castle Court. Clock Castle Court. Cloak Castle Court. Cloak Castle Court.
And as it was foretold,
This is Eliza's
at the sound
cutscenes.
of the coin, you find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag.
There's somewhere else I went recently that I needed to be able to
But the flag does not stir.
light some candles. Where was it?
I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara until the dawn the following day, I will have nothing more to say. And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see the darkened cloud of ruin, familiar to us both, now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair. I see 8 red envelopes.
He can see 8 envelopes.
Resting upon 8 pedestals. And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands. 8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7.
He's telling me clearly that one's missing.
The art hanging on the walls of these rooms.
One is missing.
A letter
Yep.
missing
That gives me the clue on how to solve those puzzles. I know how to do that.
has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say. And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Yes, the fog is clearing.
Someone in a hat,
I see a
the dark
shadow
room
in the doorway.
with the nursery behind it.
Silent footsteps in the hallways. An unlatched gate you did not open.
Someone else is in here with me.
A missing item you did not take. I see a young boy watched from afar. A young boy who once was brave, but now afraid. What
Two.
you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say. And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear.
Okay, it's in the gardens.
I hear the pattering steps of children running in the forest.
Oh, it's just the story of Blackbridge.
Echoes of laughter in the courtyard. I see an old
That's the courtyard.
An old man sitting in an even older chair. A seed that has served many generations, each with their own stories, each
I think that's meant to be Simon.
secrets, each with their own endings, but all in the same chair. What you have heard here has been
Going to
foreseen
sit in a chair?
by the great Alzara until
Doesn't really let you sit in any chairs,
day I
unless that's a reference to the throne.
to say. And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. Faintly in the mist, I see a figure. A statue cradled in a courtyard of sentinel stone. You will find yourself one day wandering these paths, walking in the footsteps of the past, wandering and waiting, searching for a shadow that will never be cast, longing for the day to end, the hours to pass. What you have
I
heard
think that's the time you have to put into the clock tower
by the great Alzara
to get access to that room.
till the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say. And as it was foretold, I am awakened for one last time by the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to impart to you one final vision.
Okay, that's the final vision. So that's the train tracks. Room 8, or at least the key to room 8, which comes from the gallery.
In the dim, I see cavern walls of stone. A hollow lit by a sea of 1,000 burning stars. I see a treasure buried beneath the cliff rocks. A black mirror hidden among the memories of the falling sands. And within the black mirror, I see a figure. A figure standing in sullen snow.
The snow. I'd have to look that up in my grid. They're the stones that are from Blackbridge. The curse of Blackbridge.
Again, some distant day, I will have nothing more to say.
Okay, so that's all of... I don't know if I have anything. What is shot found? Alright. Let's do a little bit of maths. Third of 18 is 9. No, third of 18 is 6. Third of 15 is 5 plus a third of 15 is 10. Minus 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 10 is 19. Times 1 is 19. No. Oh, hang on. Minus 3 by 3 is minus 9. Plus 10 is 1. Times 1 is 1. For some reason, I changed positive to negative there. Need some more gems. Right, the conference room has a bunch of fruit in it. Cupcake. But by my count, that's all doors. Ah! Didn't want to do that. Hate it when it does that. We'll go through that little cinematic again in a moment. It's all of the doors open. I need 400 coins. It's a little more than I have at the moment. Hello, puppy. There's a little bit of dirt in there. It's going to take and eat an apple rather than open a security door. Every time I take something that is based on eating an apple, it doesn't give me apples. That raises my allowance. There are two false statements. That's true, the other two are lies. The box with the false statement is empty. This box is empty. If black is correct, white and blue contradict each other. So, black has to be a lie. Means the other two can be true. White has to be true, which means that the gems are in white. It's the last available room for the day. I don't have the chapel, the attic, the rumpus room, or the bookshop. So I can't trigger the chess puzzle again, even if I take the office. That gets me a package for tomorrow. Now I get the metal detector. So what room do I want to have outside tomorrow? I don't know, let's see what happens if we have the closed exhibit outside. Is there anything I want to leave in the code check? Leave the master key or the self-igniting torch. What was the room that had the candles? Alright, we'll come back here, but we are going to go the right way. No. I'm getting tired, it's getting late. So do I deposit the master key? Or do I deposit the torch? I think I deposit the torch because the showroom comes up a bit more often than I've seen the armory. So I was going to try putting the closed exhibit outside. The other option is to put the bolt outside. Put the closed exhibit outside. Hey Pam, I'm just getting organised to lock off. How you doing? I've gotten confused about dates. How did your day spa day go at the hot springs? I think that was last week. I could be wrong. Nice. So my allowance has gotten to 100. I have 2 more days of the Blessing of the Monk. We're going to finish in the security room tonight, so that tomorrow we have the security room as an option for the outside room. But I'm going to call that a day. I'm very tired. Let me know the date, but I have a couple of days I have to take off in the next month for my own medical and some work-related reasons. So, as you know, I need to take a day off the client site, some work-related stuff for my parent company. And they don't like me discussing that I'm doing something for the parent company, so we say that I'm taking a personal day and then I go work at our office for the day because we've got the graduate program. So that will be the end of today. What did we learn? We learnt some stuff about, there was the thing about the sceptre and the stone and the throne and the crown, so I need to work out where to find the sceptre. August 6th is actually when I've got the in-person medical appointment that I'm taking the day off for. I have multiple medical appointments that day, funnily enough. I need to go book some imaging in the next couple of weeks. I'll go get some sleep. I have the nail plate for you sitting on my desk. Be well. Everybody have a fabulous day. I'm going to go fall down now, so I'm very tired, and we're off to the theatre tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be online tomorrow night. It'll depend on what time we get home from the theatre. I'm supposed to be doing dinner after the show. So everyone have a great evening or a great day. Bye.